Let me turn my damn ring light on, child. Oh my god, I ain't even have my ring light on. Hold on. Okay. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scott by Nature TV and my bestie giving you the real T Terrence. If you see all this shit in the background, like I said on the Whether You Like It or Not panel, that's my sister shit. She's moving out of her apartment. She about to move into her new house and she using our house for her damn storage. Look at her shit. I should do the video in that damn chair. I don't want her to take it back with her. I ought to take the chair and sit it here. Hell, does she want
Nigga,
the shit to
shit,
be
yeah.
out? It is like, child, all that shit in my background. But look, we've been gone for about 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because the week that I was gone out of town, T was sick, so he couldn't host the panel. And then last week, I interviewed Kiki on the day I would normally do roaster review. So we didn't do it then either. So we decided, and I don't know how we're gonna do this because we so drained by this shit that we're gonna do 2 weeks worth of Love and Marriage Charlottesville within an hour, child. We're gonna try to do it the best way that we can. What we will do, because I still got, I put all my notes in my phone. We could just go to the shit that was the most important, I guess.
Important. Got it.
Yeah,
I was hoping you was gonna say that.
yeah, the most important. We're not gonna go down that shit, piece by piece, all of that other stuff. We're gonna go to the stuff that's more important because we doing this because we missed 2 episodes to recap. That's what it is. Shout out to
Right.
Josiah who's not here with us tonight. Our boy is
Absolutely.
moving. He's moving to downtown Houston. Okay. He ready for us to come down there in August so he can show us a good time. He showed me the apartment. It's nice. It's real.
Okay,
It's
JoJo.
real
That's what
nice.
I'm talking about. He moved on up, honey.
Yes, he did, child. It's real nice. But once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching us. We appreciate it. From what they said, Saturday is like the mid-season finale. Is that true? Because that's what someone told me. I hope it is, so we
This,
can get
this,
a break.
this Saturday coming up.
Yeah, that's what I was told. I don't know if it's this Saturday or next Saturday.
I
It's one
hope
of
it's this Saturday, and I really hope it was just the season finale. Like, yeah, that's what I was really hoping. I was hoping it was the season finale, and then we just go get the reunion.
mid-season, because they filming a second part of season 4. The same
Yeah.
way basketball wise can be a long ass season because it's gonna be 10A, 10B. They got 4A, 4B. So we gonna be at the mid season finale. They probably gonna take like a break and then we're gonna come back again for this shit. We like to do roast review. Don't get me wrong, we just don't like talking about them.
At all.
But we ain't gonna keep complaining about it. Somebody said yes, it is the mid season finale. Okay, so that means we're gonna have a break
Probably
from
about
time.
a month break.
Yeah, probably about a month. So it don't matter how if it's a month or 2 weeks, I don't care. We need that break, child. We need to breathe.
Yes.
Because this has been a tumultuous season to review. This has been the most tumultuous season to review for both of us. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
most. But I will put my thank yous out real quick to Miss Wanda and Kiki for giving me interviews.
That's right.
Great interviews at that. So I did get some good interviews out of this season. Hopefully next season I can get the same damn thing again. But
Okay.
yeah, But anyways, we're gonna go into episode 12 first, and that's when they were still at the whole I think Miss Wanda was having that thing for her potatoes and shit like that when all the family was there. And then Kiki confronted Tisha. Kiki brought up the personal business situation again. Wanda went off on them for doing that. Kiki threatened to pull out all the receipts on Marceau. Marceau and her husband had gotten into it, and then Tisha broke down and Kiki and Tisha argued over infidelity. Now listen, when I did my interview with Kiki, I asked her, girl, what is the personal business you keep discussing? Like, what is it that she said about you that was so bad?
Mm-hmm.
She said that we will find out later in the season. So she did say the personal business that Tisha told will be coming out. Do you think what is your like T, what do you think that personal business is? Because she was alluding to things and it's just like I had my thoughts about what some of the things that she was saying, but I'm not really sure because I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to ask her right there because I didn't want to give nothing away. But what do you think it could be? Because she already said it wasn't no bed bug. She already said it wasn't none of that. So, any thoughts on what you think it might be?
I don't know what it could be. It can't be because of the mug shot that she had, because that was COVID. So that was way after that when that was. So it can't be that. And if it's not the bed bugs, if it's not drug related, I don't know. I mean, I would love to know because I'm nosy. But I will say this. I really hope whatever it is, it ain't no dumb shit. That's
Hmm.
really what I hope it ain't. I hope it ain't nothing so small and so idiotic and it's just making us look like really y'all made us wait and that's all the hell it is. Because I kind of feel like that's what it's gonna be. I'm just gonna be real.
Mm. I
I
hope
do.
not. I hope it's not nothing like that. I really do hope that it's something that we can understand. Because if you're mad about it, hey, it's me D.
Hey, it's me,
Um,
D.
it's like if it's because it keeps coming up. So it got to be something big or something very personal for her to bring it to the table. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be something like just like T said. I hope it's nothing idiotic. I hope it's nothing that would make us be like, "That's what you mad about." You know what I'm
Right. Is this
saying?
wrong?
Right. So we don't want it to be that. Now Kiki threatened to put some information out there on Marceau, and when she was getting ready to say it, Marceau cut her off and started yelling. Now, in the interview, I asked Kiki, I said, "Can you tell me what were you about to put out there about Marceau?" She didn't want to say what it was, but she said that because she knew that Marceau knew exactly what she was talking about, and that's why she got the reaction that she got. Basically, it made him shut the fuck up when she was getting ready to drop it. Now, T, this basically because this is like a long time, like this is 2 weeks ago. So we basically talking about some shit that happened 2 weeks ago. So it's just like me asking interviewing you in a sense, I guess. So what do you think Kiki was finna say that made Marceau get loud and get buck with her to the point where her husband had to come in?
She was gonna bring up one of the 20 girls.
Mm.
That's what I think. Not only that, I kind of felt like she might know one of them. And that's another reason why he cut her off and stopped her off. It might be one of Letitia's friends. And she's sitting up on that tea. And it may be somebody that Tisha already has some suspicions of already. I mean, I'm just a husband. I love you. But you constantly make yourself look guilty when you do. See, an innocent person would have said, well, say what the fuck you got to say. Because I would love to hear it too. That's what an innocent person would say. The person to do what he did, nah, she got some tea on you, hubby. She got some serious tea on you.
So
Not
you
only
think
did she
she
got the
got
tea,
some
she can
real
prove
tea? You think
it.
she
And
got
she
some
can prove
real tea on him?
it. And she can prove it.
Mm. Mm.
That's another thing I believe. She can prove it too.
That's probably why she didn't want to say what it was on my interview, though. That's probably why she didn't want to say it because it's kind of like it's so deep that she didn't want to go into it. I believe that's why. Because it's like, girl, what's the tea? Like, I want to know what the tea. Like, I was even though we were sitting up in that interview and I was respecting her space and respecting that she didn't want to bring up certain things. I'm like, girl, what is it?
I'm telling you. And it's probably one of them girls, and she know him.
Mm. That's why he got to yelling and screaming once she opened up her mouth. You know what I mean?
Or
So
maybe
it's
it's also something that they already been through, but we don't know it. And maybe that's why Tisha went off and started crying the way she did, because she don't want to look more stupid on national TV than what she does already.
now that's
Mhm.
now see that's the part I was finna get to about her crying. What did you make of her crying when her and Kiki was getting into it? Like, do you think that did you feel sorry for Tisha at that moment, or did you feel where Kiki was coming from in that particular moment when she pretty much made her ass cry? Like, do you think that I'm not gonna say either Tisha or Kiki is innocent at all. I'm not gonna say neither one of them are, but it's like, what did you make? when out of that, when they was arguing, and Kiki and Tisha were arguing, Tisha started breaking down. Like, what was you thinking when you was watching that particular scene? I know it's been 2 weeks ago, but what was you thinking when you saw that?
Well, I was thinking that whatever it is, it must be true.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes to what I said earlier. Tisha don't want to look more embarrassed on national TV. That's really what I feel. I felt like her last ditch effort was to cry. Because if she cries, then Kiki will just shut the hell up about it. Because she's amongst all of her other family member, and they know they gonna make Kiki shut the hell up about it. Because when Tisha start with the waterworks, that's it. Everything stop. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think. I feel like Tisha know exactly what she's talking about. I believe Kiki when Kiki said that her and Tisha have had talks about infidelity before in the past. I believe every word of that. I
Mm-hmm.
do. And I just believe Tisha don't want it to be drudged back up and brought back up, and her last ditch effort was to cry.
Like she don't want it to be displayed on national TV because she don't want to be she don't want to be more embarrassed than she already is right now, because this most of this season has pretty much been about her marriage, about her husband possibly, having some infidelities. The stuff that happened with Ariane and that damn Tasha K interview where she
Mm-hmm.
put them all on blast. She pretty much started a wildfire with this. So it's kind of like she's already embarrassed enough, and she feels some kind of way about it being in the news and shit and all over the blogs, even though she try to pretend like she really don't care about it when she really do. She don't want Kiki to bring out the real shit,
Mm-hmm.
because she know that Kiki knows about the real shit, so she don't want her to get into that part. That's how it comes across to me.
Not even that. She told Kiki about the real shit, and she don't want that to get out either.
Mm.
I'm just saying.
It's a lot. It's a lot to really break down with that situation. And whenever the reunion comes, I want to know what I want to know what's going to be said when the reunion comes, because I want to know what they got to say. I really do. I want to know what they got to say about the situation.
Me
I
too.
really do, because it's like it's one thing to watch it on TV, but when the reunion comes and all the tea really comes out, I want to know what they gonna say about it, for real, because it's a lot, and we
Yeah.
don't know. So and it was a lot that Kiki didn't say in that interview. So it is what it is. So we go into Kimmy and Destiny. Um Kimmy and Destiny we're talking about, basically they talked about Stormy, and then they talked about her relationship with Mel. Even though this seems pretty much not necessarily important, but this is just something for us to dive into. My thing about this is I wish they will stop trying to force Mel and Destiny to be cool again. They not cool no more.
Mm-hmm.
It's no need for y'all to force it. They ain't cool no more. And it's okay. They're not cool anymore. It's fine that they're not cool. Let them not be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cause for me, when me and a certain YouTuber used to be friends and we stopped being friends, that shit used to annoy the fuck out of me. When people would come in my chats or in my comments and be like, "Why don't I wish y'all would make up? I wish y'all would do this. I wish y'all would do that." For what? What are we making up for? You don't know the severity of the relationship. You don't know what happened. And if you was in my shoes, you wouldn't want to make up with that person yourself if you was in my shoes. So
Mm-hmm.
people are so used to folks being friends and shit like that, that they don't realize the severity of the relationship. There are some friendships where you can fall out for like a day or two, or you can fall out for a couple of weeks or a month, and then y'all can get back together and talk that shit out. But then there's so many things that has happened between Melody and Destiny that I cannot see them coming back from that. It's like Mel don't. Here's the thing, and then I'm gonna let you say what you say. Mel Mel don't like the fact, and I wish that people would. I'm not saying that everybody got to agree with me, but I wish that people would see that Mel does not like the fact that Destiny is still friends with Martell. That's number one. Once she
Mm-hmm.
divorced Martell, she felt like Destiny should have divorced Martell. That's some real shit.
Mhm.
So that's one thing. She don't like the fact that Destiny is still cool with Martell, despite the fact that she knew Martell before her. She felt like Destiny should have had some type of loyalty to her and just threw Martell to the wolves. That's how she feels. And that's
Mhm.
if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. You know what I'm saying? So then that's one thing. Number two, Melody feels like Destiny is a snake. She don't want to fuck with her no more. Then Destiny feels like Melody wasn't really being her village. Then, Melody put out shit that she's done for Destiny, like telling the whole world that she gave her money, telling the whole world about all the things that she did for Destiny in Destiny's darkest hours. They have
Mhm.
done a lot of things to one another. So
Mhm.
it's not a situation where Mel is at fault. It's not a situation where Destiny is at fault. I put it on both of them because they
Me
could have
too.
been able to discuss that situation like real friends do. I can't see myself if me and you having an issue, T. I can't see myself putting something on blast that I may or may not have done for you just because I'm mad with you. Why would I do that? It's no
Mhm.
need for me to do that. Why would I do that if
Yeah.
we're supposed to be friends? Just because I'm mad with you don't mean that I'm a put you on blast about all the stuff I did for you. Once you do that to somebody, once somebody do that to me, I can't fuck with them no more.
Right.
That's just that. So, and once I feel like I'm uncomfortable with somebody, like Melody was uncomfortable with Destiny talking to Martell, I'm gonna always look at you with a side eye. So why do I need to be friends with you? So I feel like people need to leave that notion of Melody and Destiny needing to be friends alone.
Me too.
Stop trying to force it. I hate it when people try to force people to be friends when it's just not there anymore. Maybe they can be cordial, but being friends, that's something that they can't do. And it's okay. T, you go ahead.
The only thing I agree with all of that, and I said the same thing. But the only thing I took from that scene was Kimmy ain't got nothing going on, which is why she's trying to force and finagle her way into everybody else's storyline because her and Maurice ain't got shit. I said the same thing in my review. I said, Kimmy, mind the business that pay you, sir. That ain't
Right.
none of your business. Like, if they choose not to be friends, then they don't have to be damn friends. If you choose to still be friends with Destiny and Melodrama, that's fine. You can navigate being both of their friends without upsetting the other, but to constantly sit around and try to be like, oh well, I think you should try to do this and da 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 da. Then you sit up amongst Melodrama and do the same thing. Like I wasn't mad at the look that Melodrama gave her ass either, because I gave her the same look. Like, why every time I sit with you, you want to try to like get us to be friends? I don't want to talk about her. Like, what
Mm-hmm.
you got going on? What you and Maurice got going on around there, girl? Like, what's T? What Jalen got going on? What Monster got going on? How you and Kaya were doing? Like, that's the shit that we want to know. But whatever, Kimmy, I ain't gonna give you too much because I love you down and you my Delta sister. I ain't gonna give you too much, but
Yeah, it's like, and you're right about Kimmy. Kimmy just doing that because she ain't got shit else to do. And then on top of that, not only does she not have shit else to do, she don't want to bring that whole linebacker shit to the forefront. That's the only thing she
she
don't want to
is
do.
well because she's bothered by it. As
Mm-hmm.
much as she
Very much
tries to
so.
act like she's not, she is.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely, she is bothered. She's definitely bothered.
I mean,
And
I
she can't
guess she's
tell me
starting
nothing
to
else.
see. I mean, I guess she's starting to see Maurice for his works. I mean, again, I ain't gonna get him too much because I love the Scots, but I just gotta call it the way I see it. I feel like she's starting to see him for his works. I feel like she's starting to see a lot of Marceau in him, especially when it comes to him answering questions.
Oh, I swear.
But I'm gonna let him. I ain't gonna get you too much.
I mean, you right though. I mean, cause them Scott men, they gonna dodge a question. They gonna dodge a question till they blue in the face. Like you can ask them as many questions as you want to, and at the end of it all, they still not gonna answer your goddamn question. They gonna dodge a question to the end of time. I swear they are.
Mhm.
Um. Okay, what's next on my notes? We don't give a fuck about Lewis and Tiffany talking about her looking for her daddy. We don't care. We don't care about Martell and Melanika ass discussing the
Mm-mm,
wine tasting, promotion, and marketing, and his
mm-mm.
and her trying to make him get his builder license. We don't give a damn about that either. Um, Letitia and Marcel, they talked about Wanda's business. They talked about the situation with Kiki. They talked about Bernard, and he told her to pick and choose what to ask him.
That
Like,
pissed me off.
go ahead. I'm gonna let you start with that one. Go ahead.
That pissed me off because when he said that, I said, "Bitch, hell no." If my homegirl come to me with some elaborate story and it's like elaborate to a T, where it's like she can't be making this up, and I come to you and I'm telling you this is what I heard and it's bothering me, and then you tell me in my face, well that's why you need to pick and choose what you come at me with. I'm gonna take a skillet upside your head.
Not a
You not
skill.
my boyfriend, you my husband. And I
Right.
should be if somebody comes to me with some allegation of any sort, I should be able to come to you and you should be able to give me an answer whether it's true or not. Now, if you
Right.
feel about me asking you that, that's cool, but answer my damn question first.
Right.
Let's get that out the way first. Then you can tell me about your feelings and blah 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 blah. And then I can say, well, you know what? I hear what you're saying, boo. I do a lot better, but this is what I heard. I ain't never heard this before. And so it's like, what do you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
That's like if the shoe was on the other foot and you was sitting around your homeboys and they was talking about how they see you having dinner or something with another man. You gonna come to him. He gonna come to you and ask you a whole bunch of questions. And I wonder
True.
what his response is gonna be if you was to tell him, "Well, that's why you need to pick and choose what you come at me with."
Right.
I mean, but again, Tisha, Marceau, especially Marceau, I love you. I ain't gonna give y'all too much, but y'all know I would say this: the Scots, y'all make it easy for the people to give y'all what they give y'all.
They
That's
really do. They really do.
but go
They
ahead. I
do.
know you got something to say. What you got for me?
No, they do. And then like Marceau has a lot of nerve to tell this woman to pick and choose what she asked him. Who the fuck are you to tell me what I can't ask you? No, bitch. You got me fucked up because my thing about it is if someone brings me anything, just because I'm asking you about it, it doesn't mean that I believe it.
Right.
I'm asking you about it because it was brought to me. That's my
Right.
thing. That's my thing. If it's brought to me, I'm gonna ask you about it because that's what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do? Cuss the person out for telling me about it? No. Now they might be on some malicious shit by telling me the stuff, but if it happened, it just fucking happened, and I gotta be certain about it. Because if I don't ask you, then it's gonna stay on my mind. I ain't gonna be able to get through my fucking day because the shit is on my damn mind. Hey, Nola
Exactly.
Reed, it's gonna be on my fucking mind. So therefore, I gotta ask you. What is this? What's going on? What are they talking about? I got to ask you that. And if you got a problem with me asking you about it, then that's going to make me feel like
Exactly.
you got something to hide if you get mad at me for asking you. If you ain't got shit to hide, it won't even matter if I ask you or not. But that's what I be talking about when I say that Letitia allows Marceau to play in her damn face. Because that's exactly what this is. He playing in her face and she let him play in her fucking face like Play-Doh. That's what she do. She let him play in her damn face and she sit there and she take it. And then she asked him a bunch of questions. She give him a pop quiz and he half-ass answer the question. I'm pretty sure he flunks all the tests every time. I would like Marcel could never with me. You could never do that shit with me. I swear you couldn't. You could never do that with me. Don't ever think that you're gonna play in my motherfucking face when it come down to some
Right.
shit like this. Ain't no way you gonna play in my face. See, let me tell y'all something. Me and T and Joe and Jamar and Maddie, we have sat on boys night out and talked about our relationship issues and all the stuff that we went through with men in the past. And there are some things that we have allowed in the past. But when you get older, There's some things you're not going to fucking allow. And me being 33 years old, I would never allow someone like Marceau to tell me to pick and choose what the fuck I asked them. You got me fucked up if you think that's ever gonna happen. I'm gonna ask you
Listen,
what the fuck I wanna ask you.
if he told me that, I'd have said, nigga, fuck you and your mammy too. How about that? That's what I would have said. Like I'd have got straight up disrespectful at that point because at this point it must be true what the people are saying.
Cause why you mad?
It gotta be true.
Cause why you mad? That's my
Right.
point. Why you mad? If it ain't that serious, if it ain't that deep, why you mad about it? Cause you know it's true. That's why you fucking mad about it. You know what I mean? Like you mad because she asking you, and then you know what I'm saying? It's so many stories going around. The original Straight No Chaser stay breaking a story about your ass, and then and you know the two of us we gonna re-report it every time. You know.
Even though she get on my nerves, but I ain't even gonna lie.
She don't bother
This
me.
something. It well, that's my husband. And I don't appreciate nobody that set up around there and dedicate their channel to try to bring him down. I don't fuck with that. But
She don't bother me though.
some stuff that she came out with, I ain't even gonna lie. I had to report on it because it was like, I mean, I love you and all, but I mean,
Listen, cause like
no
with the
shade to no original straight, no chaser, because I know how y'all do. No shade to her. It's all joke. Shade did nothing to me. But
listen, it's like because like I said, the original Straight No Chaser, she always breaking the story. Is always somebody coming to her with some tea about Empress Radio, always breaking the story. And we love Empress over here.
yeah, love her.
It's like these bloggers are always breaking the story about you, and then it's like Tisha, he hiding some. He hiding something, and that's why you be so pressed about blogs all the time because deep down in your spirit that is true. Because the way he acts when you ask him something, he don't ask you he don't answer your questions. He leave you in the dark every fucking time. So that should let you know that he got something to fucking hide. And that's what makes it so fucking frustrating for those of us who wants to root for your ass. We really want to root for you, but you make yourself look so dumb that it's hard to root for your stupid ass because you sit there and you let this man play on your time. Every time he play in your face, he make you look dumb every time. And then you give the people who don't even like you a reason to constantly drag you every time. We'll be lying if we said that there's not people out there that want Tisha and Marceau's marriage to fail. They do. I don't care what nobody say. A lot of people really do want to see them fail because they feel as though they was talking shit about Mel and Martell's relationship. So now they don't have no sympathy for her and the shit. I'm just being honest. They don't have sympathy for Tisha and Marceau because of the things that Tisha and Marceau have said in the past about Mel and Martell. So now they feel like that's their karma. So you give them a reason to drag you every time you get on screen and allow this man to play in your face. I'm just being honest.
This is what I'm gonna say. One thing, I listen. I totally, and I'm gonna say this for Scotty too. We totally appreciate the Scots for not coming for none of our videos and none of our YouTube channels like they have done everybody else right now. We appreciate y'all for not doing that to us. We see y'all fuck with us. We fuck with y'all too. However, I'm gonna be real with y'all. And I know the melodrama hoes gonna get mad, but it is what it is. Considering the fact that she got her old pasty ass up here last damn Saturday, talk about she knew 2 weeks going into this that she was marrying a fuck nigga in a leisure suit. Girl, fuck y'all. Look, whatever they said about Mel and Taylor's relationship, good for it, bitch. Cause she got her old Betty Crocker inspired Casilla base makeup wearing ass up here to set up here and talk about Melanika told her 2 weeks beforehand that she was marrying a fuck nigga in a leisure suit and she decided to stay with his ass. So for anybody that's running around here talking about y'all mad at the Scots for what they said about her ass, it is what it is. But I'm gonna leave it alone.
And another thing, And another thing, Esther Jones, I don't ride for anyone on this show at this point, not even Kimmy. Everybody gets on my nerves. I ride
If
for
they
no
really
one.
do.
I started off riding for Destiny. I don't even ride for her anymore. I ride for no one. Everyone is up for grabs. So no, don't even try
Destiny
that
is
with me.
annoying me. And
All
I
I'm
rode for Destiny
Yeah,
too.
she's definitely annoying. I don't ride for anybody. All T said was that they have not, struck our page like they have struck a lot of other folks' pages. That's all he said was that he's thankful that they ain't struck our page because we have had strong opinions about their asses too. Okay, so yeah, that's the only thing he's saying. I don't really care about nobody on this show at this point. If we're being honest, the only person that I slight way care about, and I don't even care about him, and that's Big Louis. Louis is the most unproblematic person on the
He
show.
is. Because his wife the problem. And I see something, hold on. Desandra, girl, I don't hate melodrama. I don't like her and I don't like her character. And I got the right not like her ass. All right, but I don't hate her. But I damn sure don't like her. She ain't my cup of tea. She not nobody that I roll out here with. She ain't really be. She ain't Sakina. You know what I'm saying? She ain't Abby. She ain't Bondi. She ain't Jamie. She ain't none of them. Like, no, ma'am. Now, if I was to ever see her in person, I ain't gonna cuss her out. I give her a nigga nod, but that's about it. You know, you know what I mean? But I don't hate her. I don't. I'm just calling it the way it is. Everybody wants to be upset for what they said about their marriage, but she knew going in there that she married a fuck nigga in a leisure suit. And the fact that a lot of y'all sitting around here trying to say, was she young and done? Y'all ain't feel that way when it came about Giselle and Ram Dr. Hutchemall. She knew. She
not
knew
not
walking
hunching.
down the aisle that he had a bitch freshly pregnant. And y'all ate her ass up about it. But when it comes to Melody, oh, she young and dumb and she get a pass. Girl, fuck y'all. I don't roll like that. Mm-mm.
Wait, wait,
If it
wait,
ain't
wait,
right for
wait,
one, it
wait,
ain't right for
wait,
none of
wait. We have called ourselves young and dumb for some of the things we did. So I mean,
Yeah, but we also didn't excuse somebody else's behavior for doing the same thing that we called ourselves young and dumb about. If we young and dumb about it, that bitch young and dumb too. If we was fucked up for it, they fucked up for it too. We ain't never said, "Oh, she wrong for doing it." Oh, but she cool for doing it because of such. We ain't never did that. That be my thing. It always be who y'all like. When y'all like somebody, y'all let them get away with the shit that y'all would never let another bitch get away with, ever. Because had Destiny did that, y'all would never let her hear the end of it. And it don't matter what her reasons are. Am I right or am I right? I do.
oh my God, why you reading like this? Jesus.
I'm telling y'all, the melodrama hoes is a cult. I'm trying to tell y'all, the whole thing is a cult. I ain't got no time for it. That's
Not a
why I'm
cold.
in the blood.
Not a cold.
I'm
Not
telling you, a cult. Okay, you
a,
laughing. All right.
I am
Y'all
so
heard it here first.
I am so tickled. Listen, it's just I, I am not finna do this with T. I am not doing this. I'm not. I'm not, but I'm not mad at it though. I'm not. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. I'm not mad at all. Cause I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everybody has made like bad decisions when it comes down to a man. And I think my only issue with this like, male versus Tisha thing is this right here. We all, including me and T, we all commit. First of all, hold on, wait a minute. No problem, too feisty 2007. You really should have been had a wrench a long damn time ago because you've been around my platform for years, probably since I first started. So that's why I gave you the wrench. I was like, because I thought you already had one after all this time. But I was like, why she ain't got no wrench? Because you've been around for years, like from the very beginning. So I had to give you a wrench too feisty. And plus, you support me, you support T, you support Josiah, you support Jamar, you support Jamie, all of us in our little circle. You support all of us, so you deserve one. And Q, I don't know if Q knows, but they got a wrench too, so yes.
And
And then
Tony,
And you and on top of that, I pay my mods every other month. So then shift me your cash app, child, because I give y'all a little something every other month.
And
But go
Tony, no shade
ahead.
to you, sis, but girl, go lay. I was 22, young, dumb, and full of cum, but I ain't married no nigga 2 weeks before and found out that he was around there being a fuck nigga in the marriage in a lease too. All right?
Not
I
a
was
leader.
young, dumb, and full of cum at 22 too. But ain't no way in hell my mama would have allowed me to have walked down no aisle knowing what I heard on that damn phone. My mama wouldn't allowed it. My aunties wouldn't allowed it. My older cousins wouldn't allowed it. My besties wouldn't allowed it. Nobody in my family would have been like, oh, okay, we'll still go ahead and marry him. Hell no. People in my family would have cussed me the hell out and asked me where the hell my morals are and what the hell you got going on. And do not allow no man to get up in your head to the point of making you look stupid. That's what she looks. She looks stupid. But whatever. You can feel any way
Well,
you feel, Miss Tony. I ain't mad at it, girls.
can I let me play devil's advocate for just
Lord,
a
here
second?
she go. Here she goes, child.
I almost fell
All
on my
right.
sister. I almost fell on my sister clothes over here, child. I'm so glad I didn't fall. Look, she was 23. Some girl said that her man was cheating on her, and she probably didn't believe it.
She knew what the hell she was marrying. She knew what the hell her man was. Don't do that. Don't
She
do that.
probably didn't
She
believe.
knew who she was marrying. She knew who she was marrying before she married him. Okay?
But
She just
people be,
wanted to get married. And
but
I
the
gave her that allowance.
but
No,
the
I
brain,
gave her,
T,
I
the
mean, I get it.
brain, the brain doesn't develop all the way until you're 25, and she's
They say
married
that for
him.
men to let the people tell it. Women are from Venus, women are from Mars, and men from Venus, or whatever the case may be. And they say that women mature and they smarter than men. So if that's the case, she shouldn't have went through no bullshit. Like, that's some shit that should have happened to me because I'm a man to let the people tell it. But she should see a woman and she a Scorpio, her ass should have known better. Period.
But I'm just looking at it from how silly I was when I was in my early 20s. Like, there were things that I knew that was fucked up about a person, but I still gave them a shot, still gave them a chance, still was sleeping with them, still talking to them, still doing all of this stuff, knowing that they were trash, and I still did it. So, I mean, it's not an excuse. It's not, but it happens. You live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? That's just me playing devil's
I
advocate in
mean,
this
I
situation.
guess it happens, but I mean, girl,
But
I
see,
mean,
here's the
I'm not
thing.
mad at it. But you know what I'm saying, Melody? That's what you get for getting up here first season telling the Tisha that she need to get a fuck nigga in a leisure suit like you. See, it's that type of shit that I can't get with either.
T.
These
but
people trying to
see,
sit up in here and make all these excuses for her. Child,
but see, this is my thing though. Like I was trying to say at first, when it comes down to Mill and Tisha, like I said, me and T both, we were saluting Mel for leaving his ass during the
yeah.
second season. When we
Mm-hmm.
first started reviewing the show, we were saluting her. We were happy for her. We were glad that she left him. And it took her a long time to leave him because he was cheating on her for like 5 or 6 years before she left him. And she knew that he was cheating on her. But she finally got the strength to leave. So why is it that when Tisha is in her marriage and she's being just as dumb and obtuse as Mel was with Martell, everybody's gonna drag her for being dumb and obtuse because she ain't left her husband yet. The same way it took Mel some time and it took Mel some years to leave her man. Why can't we give Tisha the same grace that she's being dumb and obtuse for this man the same way Mel was being dumb and obtuse for Martell? That's the only thing. Like because when we say that, they feel like we're only taking up for Tisha. Well, we're taking up for Tisha, and we're only saying what we're saying because we don't like Mel. That ain't got nothing to do with it. We gave Mel that same grace. We
We
were
did.
happy when we were happy when she left. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when she left Martell, and we were all saying how stupid Mel was and how she need to leave him. And when she finally left his ass, we were happy. The same way we were happy when Mimi Fouls from Love and Hip Hop finally left Stevie J. She was with
Mhm.
that man for 15 years, and it took for her to get on national TV and get cheated on by him with Jocelyn on national TV
Mhm.
for her to actually leave him and move on with her life. We was happy when she left him. As dumb and stupid as
Mhm.
we called her, we were happy when she left him. So
Mhm.
my whole point is the same way we gave Mel grace and shit like that. Why can't we give that same thing to Tisha? Because she's being just as dumb and obtuse for her man the same way Mel was about her man.
Because the melodrama hoes is a cult. I keep trying to tell you that, girl. They are a damn cult. I'm telling you what I know. All right. I'm telling y'all heard it here first. They worse than the Beehive.
Not the beehive.
Trying to tell you what I know.
Not the barbs, but the beehive. Because I think the barbs is worse than the beehive.
Well, you can add them to it too.
Oh my God. But see, that's the thing, Miss Tyler. You said Tisha is so unhappy and I wish she would leave, but she's choosing to be unhappy. That's the same thing that Mel was doing. She was
So what?
choosing to be unhappy for all them years when she knew that he was messing around with Ariane and he went and had a baby with her, the same woman. So for a long time, she chose to be unhappy as well. But it took her some time to really get her strength to get up and leave. It's gonna take Tisha the same thing. Some women gonna stay with their man regardless of what we say. They gonna stay with their man till the wheels fall off because they don't know no better. I'll never forget watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's reunion one time. I think it was season 6. That was the season that Sierra came on. Shooter was cheating on her with
Mm-hmm.
Mariah.
Mariah.
What was she? Her assistant or something? He was sleeping with her assistant, and she was mad at Mariah for fucking on her husband. But she was mad with Shooter, but she was really mad at Mariah. And I'll never forget what she said at the reunion. She said, "I've been with him since I was 18. I can't walk away. This is all I know." I felt horrible for her when she said that because I'm like, you really gonna sit up here and say that and not give yourself no type of grace because you feel like you've been with this man since you was 18 years old and you feel like you gotta sit and keep on dealing with the BS because you've been with him since you were 18. And these are the same people that look up to folks like Kirk and Rashida as
Okay.
relationship goals. And we wonder why the folks on this is beyond Love and Marriage Transville at this point. We wonder why everybody on Love and Hip Hop is in fucked up relationships. Why? Because they
Mm-hmm.
want to follow behind the methods and the formulas that is Kirk and Rashida. Who wants a relationship like Kirk and Rashida? Who does? I'm waiting for an answer. Who does?
Listen, I remember when it must be your ass because it ain't your face. Sierra said that shit. And I said, girl, you need to be more mad at the fact that he has sex with a bitch that's shaped like a little boy.
Oh
That need to be your biggest concern
oh
and your biggest worry. You had all that shit done to your body. She ain't got no ass, no titties, no hips, no thighs, no nothing. And she was able to take all that meat. Let there be a lesson to y'all women that go out there and get all that shit done to y'all body, and then you turn around and you see what your man cheating on your ass with. Don't do it for no man. Do it for yourself. No man.
And then I try to sympathize with these women on these shows because sometimes I see the choices that they make. I've made those same choices when it come down to a man before
Oh yeah, me
because
too.
again, I mean, I just got through talking to somebody about a man that I was in a relationship with, and we talked about this same man on Boys Night Out. And Jamar told me to leave him
And
several
you
times.
want this?
And I wasn't listening to him. Jamar told me to leave him. Jamar would say, I would call Jamar with with what was going on. I said he did this to me. He did that to me. I think he's cheating on me. I'm paying this bill. I'm paying that bill. He ain't doing nothing for me. We ain't having sex. We ain't doing nothing. Jamar said, "You doing all that for him, and y'all not having sex? Leave him." Jamar would say, "Leave him, leave him, leave him," and I didn't leave until I felt like I needed to. And it was what it was. I was being foolish. I
Me
was
too.
what, 29, 30 years old. I was being foolish. But it took me being in that fucked up ass relationship for me to realize what I am willing to accept and what I'm not willing to accept. And that was probably one of the worst relationships I ever fucking had in my
Mhm.
life. And I would say that that relationship was a wake up call because I had before that relationship, I experienced a man dating me but getting engaged on me three different times with three different men in an 8 month span, and I kept going back to him, and it took that last engagement with that last man for me to go on and leave. I talked about this on Boys Night Out. It took like that was the relationship that fucked me up mentally with a man. I couldn't trust no man anymore after that. And then with that relationship that I just got through talking about, that one was a wake up call. Bitch, you 30.
Mhm. I was in a relationship with a dude that had 2 kids on me.
Mm,
2. And I knew nothing. I knew nothing until one day when he picked me up and there was a car seat in his back in the back seat of his car. I said, "Who the hell car seat is this?" And he was like, "Oh, that's my sister had a baby or whatever. That's her car seat or whatever." And I went along with it. I said, "Oh, okay, whatever." Until about maybe a week after that, I ran into his sister. His sister ain't had no baby in the first. And his
mm,
sister told me, "My brother is a liar." She told me, she looked me in my face and she said, "My brother is a liar. All he do is lie." She said, "I just want to let you know that. And if you believe him and you choose to stay, it is what it is." She told me just like that. She was older than I was. I was in my 20s. She was about in her late 30s, early 40s. So she ain't tell me no lie. And I only left because it was because of her. As
mm,
many other of my friends told me they felt like he was sneaky and I should leave him alone, I didn't listen to them. When
mm.
his sister told me that, that's the shit that made me listen. Because I was like, why would his sister tell me that? Like that didn't make no sense. Like, and she was dead serious. "If you stay with my brother, you're a fool." That's exactly what she said. So I mean, I've been there too. I'm not
Yes.
gonna act like I ain't been there. I have been there. I'm not gonna, you know, run down on melodrama like I could, but I ain't, because I've been there too. But I am gonna give her a little bit of light. I am.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like I do sympathize, but it'd be hard when I see Tisha sit there and just accept the shit that Marceau be doing. Like it'd be hard to watch sometimes because it's like a child being manipulated by her father or something. Like it's so hard to watch sometimes. And it's the same way. Well, it's not hard to watch Kirk and Rashida shit because it was like, fuck
She's
you.
stupid. Right.
Yeah, it's like, girl, bye. Because it's like Rashida put Kirk on the pedestal. And it took K Michelle to say what she said in a bonus clip. This is what she said. Mimi came to K Michelle and said, "Well, Rashida and Kirk going through this shit. They going through
Yep.
that." And then K Michelle was like, "Oh, she's kicked off her pedestal. Oh my God, I am married. We're Jay-Z and Beyonce minus the checks." That was so funny when she said that. But it's the truth.
Oh, J. Michelle is playing herself.
Huh?
It is. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I personally, and Miss Wanda, I know you be watching our stuff, so please don't get upset.
Hmm.
I'm just, it's the absolute. All right. The absolute is the true serum. So I'm just gonna say it. I personally, Tisha, honestly don't think she can get no better than Marcel.
Ooh.
And I also believe she does not want to end up like Melody, being in her mid 30s and divorced with kids. And I feel like Tisha is at a place where it's like, if I don't have no legitimate proof, then I'm just gonna stay and I'm gonna believe my husband. She's the type where she has to, you got to put shit up to her nose for her to see that it stank. And that's what I feel about her. I feel like she has to, no, seriously, I feel like she has to physically walk in one day and see some girl riding a reverse cowgirl on Marceau for it to click in her head that everybody won't lie. That's really what I think. Again, no shade to Tisha and Miss Wanda. I lay you down. That's my sister wife. That's my husband. I'm just being honest. It's the absolute. Don't blame me. Blame the absolute.
Oh my God, I can't. Okay, because we sat here for a while on this topic. The next one was another one with Kimmy and Mel, and it was basically Kimmy trying to tell Mel, asking Mel about her friendship with Destiny and whether or not they can get back together. Again, once again, stop trying to force these girls to be friends. It's not worth it. They don't want to be friends. Leave them alone. Stop asking them to be friends. And it's basically the same shit we just said when Kimmy asked Destiny the same thing. It's no point. So we can move on to Louis
Right. Because
Martell.
I was on melodrama side when she was giving her that look. I was. I'd have gave her that same look too. Like, we're talking about this again.
Right,
Again.
like why are we talking about
Like,
this?
they already talked about that, and melodrama gave her reasons as to why she didn't want to deal with her. So I was on her side with the look that she gave. I was like, why are we talking about this again? I don't want to
Like why
fool
the
her.
fuck why the fuck are we discussing this? Why are we talking about this? Why is this the topic of discussion yet again? I don't fuck with her, she don't fuck with me. I don't want to fuck with her, she don't want to fuck with me. Leave it alone. Like, girl. But
It is what it
we move on to the ATL trip that we don't care about. But that
was
goes into
fun.
the
It was fun.
it goes into, let me see where we was at. Okay, blah 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 blah. Let's move on to what's next. What's next? Blah blah blah. Okay, so it goes into the guys arriving in ATL, and the men call their wives and stuff. You know, the women there was a bunch of women at the wine tasting and all of this other stuff, and I just feel like Martell was setting them up for the kill by doing that.
He
Um,
was. He did.
because that's really all we can say about that part is
Yeah.
that he was setting them up for the kill. He was saying that, well, we got a bunch of women here because women are the main consumers of wine. Martell, please. Letitia and Kimmy, they were sitting down at Black discussing the ATL trip and their worries about it and the scandals. Kimmy and Letitia are both full of shit because they want to act as if they don't care about them going on the trip, but yet that's all they can talk about is the trip and the shit that people saying in the blogs and how they tired of all the scandals. Y'all are not fooling nobody. Y'all know that y'all care. Stop acting like you don't. Y'all care. Y'all care way too much. Because my thing is, if my man was going to be on the guy's trip, I personally would not give a fuck about them
Me
being on
neither.
no guys trip.
Me neither.
Cause guess what? I go on guys trips every year, and ain't nobody gonna stop me from going. So if you got a problem with it, then that's on you. But if I had a man and he was gone on a guys trip, I wouldn't care. I don't even want you calling me while you on your trip. Enjoy yourself. Don't call me till you getting ready to come home.
Mm-hmm.
Call me when you leave and call me when you on your way back. Don't call me
Mm-hmm.
while you on that trip. Don't call me. Don't bother me. Don't text me unless it's something that's important. But while you out there having a good time with your friends, don't call me. Don't call me. Let
I
me.
see you. I see you too feisty. You say your man wouldn't be hanging with Martell and my husband. Listen, my man could. No, I'm gonna tell you, because I do agree with Kimmy when she told Melodrama, if I have to worry about my dude going on a gas trip, that's a problem, and it is. It's a huge problem. If I have to worry about him traveling anywhere, with his guy friends, that's an issue.
Right.
It's a huge issue. It's a huge red flag, and we need to talk. So for me, it wouldn't bother me because I would hope that my man has enough respect for me and our thing that we got going on that he will respect that. But a man is going to do what a man is going to do. Point blank, period. It's up to you, us. It's up to us as women to decide whether we going to stay with it and stick with it or whether we just going to be like, nigga, you got me fucked up. Deuces to you. And it is what it is. It's up to us to make that decision. But for me to be worried every time a man leaves the house, no, I don't want to be in no shit like that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be in nothing no more. I don't want to be in nothing like that no more because I know what it's like to be in something like that. And it makes you look foolish at the end of the day. So, no.
Period. Um. So back in ATL, Lewis was talking about his relationship with Tiffany is open. Don't know what the fuck they talking about. They talking about going
I'm
to the
sure
strip
it is.
club. They talking about going to the strip club. They wind up going to a strip club. Martell so happy to have some ass on him, and then um, the next the next day, Marceau's voice is gone. They talking about the third meal is the charm. Then they go to the rage room. They talk about the old Martell. And then on the bus, they was trying to talk about Martell's lack of accountability. Martell do have a lack of accountability. When people call him out on what he's already done, he gets upset and he doesn't want to take accountability. Go ahead, T.
I'm about to play devil's advocate like you. And I know you about to be shocked because you know I love my husband and I'm always on his side.
I can't
But
wait to hear this.
I I can I ain't gonna lie. I can kind of understand Martell's frustration with it coming from Marceau. Because, like I said, Martell's sitting on a lot of Marceau's tea. So I can kind of understand him saying, well, I don't want to hear it. Not because what he's saying is right, but because it's like, nigga, you cheating too. So the only difference is your ass ain't got caught and your wife ain't left you. So don't try to sit up here and give me advice or try to tell me I need to take more account. Nigga, you take accountability. How about
Right.
that? Don't get me wrong. Don't shoot the message, shoot the messenger. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, you know what? I can't even say nothing. I can't even say shit. You got a point. I can't even say nothing. I'm just gonna move on because you got a point. Um, I don't care about this conversation with Tiffany and Melody discussing
Me
what
neither.
Tiffany's love language was in the ATL
I
trip. Don't
do.
nobody-
It's one thing I do want to say that I
Go
want to
ahead.
point out. I find it funny that Melodrama didn't want to hear Tiffany's concern, but when she set up amongst Kimmy, she had the nerve to ask Kimmy, "Well, you don't feel a way about your husband being around my ex-husband, but what he got going on?" Now, when she did that, that was like, girl, I'm confused. Because if you didn't want those spirits or bring up that nonsense with her man, why would you sit up amongst Kimmy and throw in that bullshit with Kimmy? Like I would just like their husbands was all on the same trip and they was all around your ex-husband. So why would you tell her one thing and then go to Kimmy and be like, well, I mean, I guess that's what he said, but girl, whatever, whatever. Like that was the thing that got me with that. I ain't know how you felt about that, but that was just strange to me. It was. It was strange to me.
I get what you're saying though.
But I know the melodrama host is gonna excuse that, and
You go with that.
they're gonna find a way to make it be a difference in between Kimmy and Tiffy Lou. So I know what's gonna come, and I can't wait to hear it. So you go ahead. I can't
Okay.
wait to hear it.
So they had the rage room. They was doing all that other stuff. We don't care, but whatever.
Nah, I do.
Marcel speaks on his frustration with Miss Wanda. He feels like Miss Wanda is part of the problem with the things that him and Tisha is going through. Do you agree that Wanda J. Blige is a part of the problem?
It see here's where he lost me when he said that Tisha comes to her for guidance, but how could Tisha do that when Wanda is on the side of the people. My rebuttal to Marceau is, well, you make it easy for her to do that.
Well,
You make it easy for Miss Wanda to believe the people versus you, because even when Miss Wanda asks you the questions, you don't answer them.
that's true.
So it's like I hear what you're saying, but you don't make it easy for people to just automatically be on your side, even your mother-in-law. So while I hear you, I don't.
I agree. I agree. Like Miss Wanda is like a speck of a problem. Like
Right.
she's just a speck of a problem. Like she's more of a nuisance. Like she's like a fly that flies around your ear and get on your nerves. But she's not the biggest issue in their relationship. Marceau is the biggest issue in their relationship. Tisha, the reason why Wanda is a problem, just like Fantasy Bambi said, Tisha uses her as her mouthpiece, and
Mm-hmm.
when she makes her say the things that she want to say. So Wanda is a part of the problem by this much, but Marceau is the biggest problem. Um, what else was said? Um,
See, Esther
Maurice,
Jones. See, I told you. I told you. Didn't I tell you somebody was gonna make an excuse for it? I said it.
what
Esther
happened?
Jones. Lou was in ATL the first trip. No, wasn't in ATL for the first trip. Marceau and Martell was. It don't matter. It don't matter. Lou is on the same trip now as Maurice and Marceau. So for melodrama to say, well, girl, we're not about to speak those spirits about this, girl, please. We ain't talking about that. I don't even want to hear that. But you gonna sit up amongst Kimmy and be like, oh, well, you ain't worried about such a girl back, go lay, girl, go lay. Go lay, girl, go lay. No shade, but go lay. Go ahead, Scotty.
Oh my god. Let's see. Maurice speaks on Monster. Maurice,
Lad, do it, Steve.
what?
He lied through his teeth. I don't believe nothing that Maurice said when it came to Monster. He just pulled that out of his ass because he had to have an excuse to have some rage. It didn't make no sense to me. And even Leisure Suit agreed. Leisure Suit was like, well, is he going to the practices? Is he doing football? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? Yeah, he's doing that. So then Martell was like, well, I don't understand like what your frustrations is. What's the problem? And
Right.
he gonna say, well, why do I gotta wake you up? Why I gotta do this? Nigga, you're a father. That's what the fuck Kiowa ass would be doing if he was still living in Detroit. He will have to go and wake his ass up and take his ass to damn shit. Like, that be my thing with him too. It's like, don't complain. This is what you wanted. You wanted him to be there full time, be a father. That's shit kids do. You're a father. Get him up and do what he got to do. Why are you complaining? This is what you wanted. If it was all of that, you should have let his ass stay with his mama.
That's true
Like, he
too.
made me mad with that. He really did. He made me so pissed with that.
That is true though. And I don't know. When it comes down to him though, Maurice has a way of wanting Jalen or Monster to do the things he want them to do instead of letting them find their own path. Just like the thing with Jalen, like he was forcing Jalen to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody wants to be that. Everybody don't want to be an entrepreneur. Everybody don't want to do the things you do. You know what
He
I'm
did the
saying?
same thing to Kimmy.
Right. Everybody doesn't want to do that.
My thing is, nigga, how old is you? It took you this long to get to where you at, and now you feel like you got free reigns to go around here and tell everybody else how they need to do their life. And I love Maurice, but stop doing it. Let people find their own path on their own, much like you did. Nobody did that to you, so don't do that to nobody else.
Right. Exactly. Period. Let's see. What else was said in that conversation? Lewis was talking about his sexual frustration. We don't care. Um, let's see. I think now we can go into the more recent episode that happened. So there was the wine launch Martell got up there with that with one of Mel's furs. Got up there with
Thank
one of
you.
Mel's furs on, looking
Thank
like he
you.
was waiting for a clock on the flavor of love. He got up there, said that sluggish ass speech. He was drunk as fuck off his own supply. Um, he
Cheap
went up
ass
there.
wine.
Like I'm pretty sure they're gonna sell that wine at Kroger where I work or Walmart or somewhere like that, whatever. It's not bad. I bought some margaritas from Kroger. They real good. They get you drunk. They was getting me drunk last night. We was over there on your channel for the whether you like it or not, Pam. Trust me.
I know that.
But he got up there, did that sluggish ass speech, and then he called Marceau, Maurice, and Lewis up there
Mhm.
instead of Uncle Sam. And then Uncle Sam with his fine self. Uncle Sam
Fine
was
ass. Lord Jesus.
Uncle Sam was fine.
Fine as hell. Lord, he was
Uncle
fine.
Sam was fine. Uncle Sam was pissed at Martell, and he didn't give a fuck about them cameras. He was like,
He really didn't.
"That's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. Hey, that's your grandma. That's my mama. That's And I saw a lot of mixed reactions about this on social media. Like some people felt like Uncle Sam was doing too much, which I didn't feel like he was doing too much.
Me
I'm just
neither.
real. I didn't feel like he was doing too much. Hold on. What Two Feisty said? Oh, she said we gotta say it like that. We gotta say fine ass Uncle Sam. That's how we gotta say it.
Because that's what I
But
was saying in my review. Fine ass Uncle Sam, because he was gorgeous.
yeah, he really was. Like you could tell that's Miss Marlene's brother because they do kind of look alike. They do.
Mhm.
But Uncle Sam fine. That's all I gotta say. So, how do you feel about Uncle Sam's reaction to Martell to what had happened? In
I
so
don't
many
feel like he did too much. This is coming from a person that's lost their mama.
ways.
I would feel the same way. If your label is a cheap ass wine and you put in my mama face, well, you pulling the Drusadora and making my mama the face of it. I would expect for you, if you're going to give a speech, to at least talk 2 minutes about who your grandmother was, the type of person that she was, the type of woman that she was, and why you decided to name and dedicate your product to this woman. That's what's gonna make other people want to flock to what you got, because other people will feel the same way about they folk. And that's the thing. It will tug at people's heartstrings. They'll be like, you know what? I will support that because that I get. And then people was like, well, he was only mad because he wasn't called up there. I mean, his mama wasn't there, but his uncle was, and that's his grandmother's son. I feel like if anybody should have been called up to the front, it should have been fine ass Uncle Sam, just out of representation of that being her son. And that's
Mm-hmm.
another person that could come up there and talk about what a great woman she was and things that she's done for her family or for the community or blah blah blah. But to just exclude him altogether, I understood his feelings. I really did. And I think the thing that made fine ass Uncle Sam the most offended was when Martell said, "Don't say this on national TV. Where's the respect?"
Oh,
That's what I think that took Uncle Sam over the edge. Because I believe Uncle Sam would not have mind expressing what his issue was. But when Leisure Sue said, "Where's the respect?" Because that would have been me. I would have been done from that point too. And I would
mhm.
have just left. So I don't feel like he did too much. I would have done the same thing. I felt like he did too little. Because anybody else probably would have went the hell off on Martell. They would have cussed his ass out, if not fucked him up one.
Uncle Sam wanted to beat his ass. That's
He
what
really
I
did. He
think.
really did. I felt like he did the right thing by just going on ahead and leaving. So I don't know what people was looking for.
But another thing too, though, he talking about that he didn't want Uncle Sam to make a scene, but Uncle Sam trying to leave, and you're making a scene by trying to stop him from leaving. Let his ass leave. It's that simple. Let him leave. He want to leave. Let him leave. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I
And then another
just
thing, My thing about Leisure Suit is the nerve of you to decide what's right for reality TV and what isn't. You fucked up your whole family on reality TV for a bitch that you called an associate.
A
So
peasant.
it's like I don't understand. Like, how, what gives you the gambit to say what's good for TV and what isn't? Like, that's little compared to what the fuck you did on TV. You destroyed your family on TV. I no
Period.
shade. I'm just saying.
Right.
I was waiting for Finance Uncle Sam to dive on him though. I was, I was waiting for Uncle Sam to give him a mean right hook because he looked right-handed. I was waiting for him to draw back and give him a real one. That's really what I wanted.
Right. Right. So that's how I feel about it. Chris was trying to tell the other guys that Uncle Sam was pissed. He was trying to Marceau and Chris was trying to explain to the other guys why he would be pissed. And then here go Maurice
Mm-hmm.
kissing ass,
Mm-hmm.
trying to make excuses for Martell. It's
Mm-hmm.
just funny to me how Maurice always being so optimistic about Martell. Are you being optimistic because he got tea on you and what you really about? Is that why you so nice? I'm just saying.
You know what?
I'm just
See,
saying.
I didn't think I was gonna have to pull this out, but I guess I got to.
I'm just saying.
Cause you being real messy, you being real messy, best friend. I had to pull out a fan, and
Did I
it's funny
lie?
because you're not, because there was so many
Okay.
people in the comments. No, it was so many people in my comments that said the same thing. They said the exact same thing. So, oh, don't worry, they messy too. They messy too. Y'all leave my brother-in-law alone. If Kimmy willing to be a Letitia, y'all let them do that in peace.
Yeah, because I just feel like he doing too much to try to prove something. Like he always defending Martell and all his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I be like, but why though? Like, why are you defending him? Like, it ain't even that deep. Why are you defending? But okay, girl, whatever, child.
Because he led the
Um,
linebackers.
that's what I'm saying. But you call me messy for calling that part out. You know it. That's why you laughing because you know it's fucking true. You know it. Shout out to the 372 people that's in the chat. We
Yeah.
almost at 400. I'm surprised, child. We've been gone for 2 weeks. I'm surprised.
Maurice and Marceau, I ain't got nothing to do with this. That's all Scott.
I I,
I
I
ain't said
said it.
nothing.
I and what Nene said. I said it. 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 Period. Um. Lewis, so they get back to Huntsville. We see Lewis and Tiffany. They discuss the ATL trip and the sexual frustration conversation. We do not care. So there's Kimmy, Maurice, Letitia, and Marceau. They have those scenes that go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Um, what happened? Okay, so Kimmy and Letitia, they both separately want details from their husbands about the trip. Why do y'all care?
Because they
Why?
do. Because they went with Leisure Suit. Both of them gave a damn when they figured out they was going to Atlanta again on a gas trip again with Leisure Suit again. They both cared. So that I feel you on that. Stop saying that y'all don't care, but
Do
then
you care?
child, it's okay if you care. It's okay.
Like, girl, you know you care. Why you acting like you don't care? You care. Like, it's okay that you care. Like, stop fronting. You care. Period. You care because if y'all did not care like y'all claim y'all did, y'all would not be asking all these fucking questions. If y'all was so certain and so sure that Martell was the only one out there fucking around on that ATL trip, y'all would not give a damn about that ATL trip. But because y'all know that y'all men ain't shit, that's why y'all ask.
He said that, not me. I
What I
laughed.
said, what I said, I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. I don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. I know they watch. I don't care. I said what the fuck I said. They don't make me like you or love you, any of this. I said what I said. Period. I don't give a
What
damn.
I found funny though was how Kimmy and Tisha was taking up for Tiffany, and how Maurice and Marceau was taking up for the funniest thing was how the both parties was up there gossiping like
Right.
little women about their whole thing. Like that was the funniest part to me. I said, "Are
But
y'all
what was
really?"
so But what was funny about it though, Marceau was mad at Big Lou just last season about pillow talking and telling what's going on in the group with all the men. But look at
Mhm.
Maurice doing the same damn thing you was mad at Big Lou for. So is you gonna hold him accountable the same way you tried to hold Big Lou accountable? Or because that's your bald headed ass brother, you not gonna say nothing? Cause he doing the same damn thing that Big Lou did last season. You doing the same damn thing. I'm just wondering.
Marceau was looking fine as hell laying up in that bed, though. I will say that. He
Child.
was looking fine as hell laying up in that bed with his fitted on. I said, Tisha, you talk about the wrong shit, girl. I'd have just rubbed on his shit from there. Like, fuck them. We ain't got no problem with our sex life while we talk about it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Because
Okay.
that's all I thought about. But, whatever.
Maurice told Kimmy about different activities and shit like that. Kimmy and Maurice discussing Lewis and Tiffany's sexual issues. I don't know why anybody would want to talk about their sexual issues, child. Who cares about their sexual issues?
One thing, though, and I don't know if you caught this, but Maurice, you're messy as fuck. Because why would you sit up and tell Kimmy about what Marceau and Martell said about Melanika being the real male and what you call it being the 2.0? That was real messy. Like it was. That was real messy. You could have left that out. It was messy. I said that in my review. You was being real messy when you brought that up. You was, Maurice. You was being real messy
Well,
when you brought that
Maurice been messy all season just to keep his name out the mess. He been real messy all damn season because he don't want his own tea to come out. That's really what it's about. Like, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying that shit.
Because
Then,
I just feel like in the next episode, Kimmy is gonna tell Melodrama that, and then that's gonna be another big thing.
mhm, period. Sure is. So Letitia and Dr. Francis have a therapy session. Love Dr. Francis, okay?
I do too. He my favorite.
Like Dr. Francis put their ass up in their fucking place. Dr. Francis always
Mm-hmm.
give them the real. Every motherfucking time he give them the damn real. Every time he give them the real. Like for real. I think that just like somebody said in the chat, he defends oh no. They talking about Marceau. I mean Maurice. I just feel like the reason, and I think that's the reason why Marceau don't want to go to a therapist like Dr. Francis, because Dr. Francis is gonna call it like he see it. He gonna call him out
Martell too.
for that. Right, gonna call him out for that misogynistic he-man woman hater attitude that he got. That's why he don't want to go see him. And honestly, Dr. Francis had the same look on his face talking to Tisha, the same look that we all have on our face when we hear her talk. He was looking at her like, girl, what? That's how he was looking at her.
The people on social media say he read her the hell down.
He
Respect.
did.
That's,
He did.
that's
They didn't tell not one motherfucking lie. He read her down as he should have because she be looking crazy. Like, period. She looks crazy and she need to stop that because I just feel like you see what's going on
mm,
and it's like Marceau has treated you horribly and embarrassed you and made you look so stupid so many times on this show, especially with that whole Vegas thing and the whole renewing the vows. That was just embarrassing, like
it
completely embarrassing.
was. It
And I
was.
felt bad for her with that. But it's hard to feel bad for somebody who don't feel bad for themselves. And I just feel like, if she don't listen to Dr. Francis, I don't know what to say about her ass because he was telling her ass nothing but the facts. That's what he was telling her.
I think she'll listen to Dr. Francis because he's an outside source looking in. I think she'll listen to him quicker than she'll listen to one of us.
Which is true. Because when he was talking about that Africa trip, I agree with every motherfucking thing he said. Because how the fuck you go to Africa at the last minute? I don't understand it. But okay.
Well, I told people to listen to Destiny's Child first album, third song, and that's why she won't there. That's what I said.
Mm. Okay, so we get into Martell and Marlene, and they discuss the incident with
This.
Uncle Sam. What happened? Cause your screen was your stuff
What
was going out. I had thought you was done talking. Your screen didn't go out, but your sound had went out. That's why I started going to the next
oh,
scene. I don't know what you said.
nah, it's cool. It's cool. I appreciated Mama Merlene saying that she would have felt the way too. I think that's what dropped Leadership Suit down a peg. Is when his mama
Hmm.
said, "Well, I'm not mad at him. I'd have felt the way too."
Yeah, pretty
And I was on
much.
her side because she's right. At the end of the day, the way that he went about it, and don't get me wrong, I know Leisure Suit is not a public speaker. He's not a public speaker. He said that, and then on top of that, he was drunk. So I didn't want to give him too much, but at the end of the day, it's still like, you got to understand where your uncle is coming from, because that's just like if that was your mom and she was passed and your uncle dedicated something to her but did not discuss her at all, he would feel away. I know he would because he loves his mom, so he would feel away. So it's I understood where
What you say, T?
oh, no, I said I was glad that Marlene said that she would have felt the way too, because that's what woke him up.
Yeah,
Because she had a point, like much like if the shoe was on the other foot, and God forbid something happens to Marlene, and Uncle Sam decides to put her face on something but didn't talk about Marlene at all, Martell would feel away.
he definitely would have.
He would. So I won't mad at her for saying that she'd have felt the way too. That's when he got it.
Cause he feels a way about most things anyway. So he definitely would have felt the way about that. But can we just talk about the salad that they was eating in them big ass bowls?
They salad bowls. Okay, I know that's right. He learned that from melodrama.
Yeah, he had
See?
to, because
He
that was a
learned
big
that from
ass salad.
melodrama.
There was a big ass salad and a big ass salad bowl, period. So I think the last scene is Kimmy and Melody. I really feel like this shit is forced as fuck. They discussed the ATL trip. Melody asked Kimmy, does she trust Maurice on a trip with Martell? They discussed Uncle Sam going off on Martell, and then they discussed Melanika. That was like at the end of the episode. And I said this on Twitter, and of course people were upset. But I said what I said. I said sometimes it comes across like Melody wants them to have a cheating husband. Like if they say that they trust their husband, she have this look on her face, or she be like, I don't know about all that. Like if she says, do you think they're cheating? It's like she'll be more satisfied if she says that they believe that their husband is cheating. But
Right.
it's like when they don't say it, then she get this look on her face. Like if you know something, then you clearly need to put it out there. You clearly can put it out there. So it's like it is what it is. That's how I feel sometimes. And folks like, well, she is not, of course her folks got in their feelings when I said it. She does not want them to be that's not what it is. I said, I'm not saying that's what it is. That's how it comes across sometimes when they be telling her about stuff. But it's like when she asks them and they say, well, I trust my husband, then it's like she had this look on her face, like this little smirk on her face or something like that. So that's why I said a lot of the times it comes across like she wants them to be in the same boat that she's in. Not saying that that's what she wants. That ain't what I said. I said that's how it comes across. And no, I did not say that it's that's not what I said either. I guess it's okay for everyone else to say it except Melody. See, I'm not even finna entertain that. That ain't what I said. I said it comes across like she wants them to be. It comes across like a misery loves company type of thing. Now
Sure.
I'm not saying that's what she's doing. I'm not saying that's what she wants. I'm saying that's how it comes across to me sometimes.
Child,
That's how
fuck
it comes
the
across.
damn people. Because you said what the hell you said. And it is what it is. I said the same damn thing in my review. Like and that's right there is what I was talking about. Because you want to place that bug in Kimmy head, but you don't want to do that for Tiffany. Don't do that.
Oh
And
yeah.
all of the husbands was on the same damn trip with that fuck nigga in a leisure suit that was wearing your fox fur with the head still on.
But
That
see, here's
that was my whole point. Like, why are you telling Tiffany, oh, don't believe that's gonna happen, blah blah blah. But when you talking to Kimmy, you want Kimmy to feel a way, or you want Kimmy to be like, oh, well, girl, you might be right, or well, girl, you might be on to something. That's why I was glad when Kimmy said in her confessionals, girl, everybody ain't Martell. Everybody ain't gonna cheat on their damn wife, child. I won't mad at Kimmy for saying that. I won't.
But see, here's my thing though, and people saying that Mel probably knows some dirt on their husbands. If she knows some dirt on them, she need to just say that she knows some dirt. Like my thing is, if you gonna ask them if they trust their husband, and then they say they trust their husband, then you have this sly smirk on your face. What's the point of you asking? If she knows something, she need to go on down and put it out there. That's how I feel about it. If you know something about my man and you asking me all these questions, you need to tell me. That's my whole point. That's not me dragging her. I'm just saying if you know something, say it.
And
Don't ask me shit and then when I say I trust my husband, then you got this little stupid smirk on your face like you know something. If you know something, tell me what you know.
in
Is that
Hershey, let me say this: it don't matter that Lou haven't been in a scandal. That don't matter. They're all on a trip with Martell. Her thing to Kenny was, you don't feel a way about your husband going on a trip with Martell, considering what happened last time. So my thing is, why would you put that on Kimmy? But when Tiff was given the same concern, you're gonna tell her, "Oh, don't worry about that." No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not putting that in the air. No, we're not gonna do that. Stop it. Stop it. Like that's the shit that pisses me off with y'all melodrama crew. Stop doing that. Y'all give her different type of allowances that y'all would not give to nobody else. Why is it okay for her to plant that seed of doubt in Kenny, but when it comes to Tiffany, oh girl, please, you being stupid. Don't think like that, girl. Please, girl, bad. Nah, get out of my face with that. Like, can we move
yeah, it
on?
just it comes across like she's trolling in a sense. That's
Right.
how it comes across. I ain't saying that's what she doing. I'm saying that's how it comes across. Someone in the chat says, I mean, if she lays it all out, they still wouldn't believe her and would deem her bitter. They deeming her bitter by trolling. Well, quote unquote trolling. That I
Is
mean,
that
one
what
could say
Kenny
she's
said
being
in her
bitter by
confessionals?
doing that. Right. I mean, if you're gonna constantly ask me a question, if you're gonna constantly allude to me having a cheating husband, why not just say what's on your mind? If you know something, tell me. That's my whole point. Because if I know something about somebody's husband and I don't want to talk about it and I don't want to bring it up, I'm not gonna ask them no questions about it, and I'm not gonna allude to shit if I know it. If I don't want to bring it up, I'm not bringing it up in no kind of way. I'm not gonna allude to nothing. I'm not gonna ask no questions. I'm just gonna keep the shit to myself. Now, if I want to tell you, I'm gonna flat out fucking tell you. It's just that simple. Either you're gonna tell me or you don't. Don't allude to shit.
I know you ready to get on the Melanika thing.
Okay, so they start talking about Melanika, and Melody says that Melanika used to be her wedding planner, and I think she quit 2 weeks before the wedding, and she outed Martell for cheating on her with another woman. And was it that she cheated? with another woman, and then she stayed with him or something. Like, is that what she said?
She said that she was on the phone 2 weeks before the wedding, and she heard her screaming on the phone that, he ain't right, he ain't this, he ain't that. And her assistant told her that he was trying to get with her. And
Mm,
she was saying that you're a cheater, blah, 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 blah. And that's why she decided to quit. She didn't want to be a part of it. And she had to get the girl mama or sister or cousin or whoever to finish the wedding. And she
mm-hmm,
told Kimmy the 22-year-old her didn't want to believe Melanie because she wanted to believe her husband. But she did say the 36-year-old her now wish she would have listened back when she was 22. That's what she said.
mm,
And again, listen, I'm not gonna give melodrama too much, much like I did in my review. I gave her a little love tap. You came into your marriage knowing that he was on some fuck shit, whether you believe it or not. 2 weeks before the wedding, the person that was planning your wedding, who was friends with Leisure Suit, like I think she said they was friends since middle school or whatever the case may be, and you're hearing her scream to him on the phone that he ain't right, that he foul, and he was trying to get with her assistant, and you still decided to stay to get married or do whatever. Fine. You was 22 and you're a Scorpio. I'm gonna let you have it. But this gives some validity to what a little birdie told me about when the show was getting pitched. You and that fuck nigga in a leisure suit was not together. And y'all
mm,
decided to get back together to pitch this show and get this show off the road. That's what I said. I said this gives validity to that because I've been heard that and I never said anything. I
mm.
said, but see, now that I've heard this, okay, that makes sense. That's what I said. And it is what it is. Listen, she was 22. She wanted to get married. She went through the whole aesthetic and blah, blah, blah. And she wanted to believe her man. I'm not going to hate on Melody for that because I've been there. It was times where I believed a man when I shouldn't. So I'm not going to be on my high horse. I'm not. But my thing about it is, don't, because whatever I say, folk gonna get mad, and folk ain't gonna hear what I'm saying. And much like Cool Cat, and I love Cool Cat, but Cool Cat, I'm about to answer a question that you gave beforehand. You said Lewis wasn't a part of no cheater scandal, girl. Both of them cheated on their last partners, and they got with each other. That was the story last season. He cheated, she cheated, and you know what I'm saying. It was what it was. They got divorced, and the both of them met each other. So while he may not have been a part of a scandal, he was still a fuck nigga in his last shit. So at the end of the day, it don't matter. Don't come to one person and tell her, don't worry about the gas trip while he's there with your ex-husband, but you're setting up amongst Kimmy, who's also husbands, friends with her husband, and they're on the same trip, but you're telling her to worry. That doesn't make sense to me. Why are you telling her not to worry, but you're telling Kimmy she should worry? Because of
Right.
what happened in the last time. That don't make no sense to me. Y'all stop that shit. Like that be the thing that don't make it fun to review this. Because I'm cool with people who want the love melody, that's cool. But y'all just ride and take up for anything that melodrama says, even when it don't make sense. And then y'all want to come on us and call us women haters, say we don't love our mama, say we don't like women, all because we calling out melodrama for her fuck shit. That's the thing that pisses me off.
Or say we want to be women, like somebody just said
Right.
in the
We
chat.
want to be melodrama. We want her man. Well, girl, to let Ariana, to let the Carlet tell it, it wouldn't take much for us to get her damn man because she was the one that started that damn gay rumor. Be clear.
Mm.
So it wouldn't take much for us to get them. So we don't have to want to be melodrama to get them. To let the harlot tell it. So y'all kill me with that shit too. Girl, stop it. Stop. It's always the people that y'all like or y'all love. Y'all just let them get away with shit. I don't do that. Whether I like them or love them, I'm still gonna call them out. Much like how it is with Marcel. I love Marcel, but I'm still gonna call him out when I got to. I like Letitia. I'm still gonna call her out when I got to. I see it for Kimmy and Maurice. I'm gonna call them out when I got to. But whatever.
Mm. I
I'm a
just,
Hirsch.
well, you said it all. That's all I
Like
could say.
we hate women. I mean, I'm saying we hate women. We hate our moms. We hate our sisters. We hate our aunties. Cause a melodrama girl bad. We just calling it the way we see it. Don't nobody hate her. We don't know where to hate her. We don't get paid enough to hate her. Like I always say, Melody could be a real cool person outside of this show. This could just be a character that she playing for the show. If I meet her in person and she's nothing like this, I would probably rock with her. I can only go off of what we see on the show, and this is the aesthetic that she gives on the show. So whatever.
Well, that's pretty much that. We covered 2 weeks worth of Love and Marriage Transville, and we did it in an hour and 37 minutes. Okay. Now, before we get out of here, I just want to say this too, because I see another comment, and I've been trying my best not to address comments and things of that nature lately. But it's not about us saying that we need for you guys to agree with us, because that's not the case. And I think that's where people get the misconception when we get defensive. The only time we get defensive is when people come in saying stupid shit. Like just a
Right.
minute ago, someone said that it's funny to see a man dislike another female when we're trying to be a female. What makes you think we're trying to be one? I don't want to be no. I don't want to be no female. I don't want no female problems. I'm good
At
on
all.
that. Number two, it's also another thing when we speak our minds on things and we're called like woman haters, or we're misogynistic or something like that. That's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
So
Much
that's
like
the
y'all
only
saying
time.
about that singing shit.
Oh.
Like that. And
So
fuck
that's the
y'all.
only
I
that's
said
the
what I said about that. It is what it
don't
is.
don't start. Just
Girl, they piss me off.
I know, but that's our only issue. Like we can agree to disagree all day, every day. That's not the big deal. The only time it becomes an issue is when people start saying shit like, recently, like I said on one roaster review, somebody compared me to Kevin Samuels just because I didn't agree with something that Mel did. So sometimes
What?
so yes, remember I told y'all that they straight up called me my Kevin Samuels is showing. Like, girl, just because I said I didn't like what she did, now I'm Kevin Samuels, child. So sometimes people can go overboard when when people say stupid stuff like that. That's the only time. But we also gotta realize that we are on YouTube, which is a public platform, and we are going to be judged and we are going to get drugged the same way we drag um these people on these shows. We're gonna get drugged too. So that's just the only thing. So um yeah, but otherwise, we don't care about you guys agreeing or disagreeing, because I see Cool Cat in
At
my
all.
chat all the time, and I don't be agreeing with half the shit Cool Cat say, but it's
Right.
fine. It's
Same
okay.
thing with
It don't
me.
matter.
Same thing with me. Me does the same thing. She's a huge melodrama fan. And you know what I do? I say, I go up in the comments, hey girl, how you been? And she's like, girl, I'm good, child. I'm doing this, doing that. So it's like I get it. But
It's
it
even with other YouTubers that we like. Like
Mhm.
sometimes I don't agree with Rodney, but I love him. I don't always agree with Erica De Niro, but I love her. Let me go on screen so you can walk past. Go ahead. I don't
uh,
always agree with I don't always agree with T, but I love him. I don't always agree with Bundy, but I love her. I don't always agree with everybody, but I still love them. Like y'all know, Y'all brought up the right person, House of Aaron. Now y'all know we don't agree on much, but I love them.
Right. And
You see, 'cause-
Tony, I'm not mad with you, baby. You have the right to have any feelings that you got, but you're right. I just don't give a fuck. I'm 34 years old. No mama, no daddy, no cheering. You're right. I don't give a fuck. All right. I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm gonna say it how it is, and it is what it is. If you like it, fine. If you don't, fine. The only thing I ask is don't at me in a damn thing. That's
oh.
all I ask. Because it's no for real, it's all opinions. It's
Yeah.
all opinions. And I'm a gay man. Do you know how many times I look on social media and it's people that's down in the gay folk all day, every day? I don't sit up and respond because it is what it is. Is that person opinion? Whatever.
Well, I'm definitely gonna talk about Lil Duval and this Yes for the Miss I'm doing after
Oh
this is
yeah,
over.
I
I'm
saw
definitely
that.
gonna talk about
Oh
that.
yeah, I saw. Oh, you about to read? Oh, child. I feel bad for Lil Duval.
I'm
That's why
definitely
I
gonna talk
ain't even
about
gonna
that.
speak about it. Because you about to read him down to the ground. I can only imagine what that's gonna be.
Oh yes, I'm going in on him. I'm going in on Kimberly Elise. I'm going in on her too. Um,
Wow, what Kimberly Elise do? I
Kimberly,
love Kimberly Elise.
she up for that. She down for that whole abortion ban and shit. That's why. And I'm gonna drag her forward because she sounds stupid.
Kimberly, don't do that, Kimberly. I love Kimberly Elise.
Helen
Lord.
should have stayed out of this. Helen should have stayed out of this.
You could at least say her set it off name. You
Oh,
just-
TT should have stayed out of this. That's what she should have did. That's what she should have did because she shouldn't have said shit. But anyway, before we get up out of here, T, what you got going on? What reviews can they look forward to and all that stuff before we get up out of here? I'm gonna let you go ahead and start first.
don't look for Love and Marriage DC. A lot of y'all still asking me for that girl back. Don't look for Real Housewives of Dubai. I can't, y'all. I can't.
It's whack.
But yeah, I ain't gonna necessarily say it's whack. It just don't do nothing for me, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Um, but look out for every damn thing else. Any T talk. One thing, it's been a couple of y'all that's been sending me stuff about LAMH when I told y'all not to. I'm not discussing nothing LAMH. I'm not, unless it's on a Saturday where I'm doing the live review. But if it's not Saturday, I'm not talking about LA. I can't. After the whole Black Titanic sinking bullshit, I'm over it. Because I'm still getting people under my comments being trolls, talking about, oh, it's okay for y'all to bully an 80-year-old woman. Girl, fuck that old ass bitch. All right, because I see her for what the hell she is, and it
Not
is what it
T.
is. No, fuck her.
You had
Point
to go
blank period.
there. You had to
Her
go
ass
there.
is lying. She's trying to ruin other people's lives, and she's gonna get away with it because she 80. No, fuck that. I see it for what it is, and I'm not down with it. She got other people bringing in other people in a murder plot, like Funky Dineva. She put Funky Dineva in a murder plot. Funky Dineva was there in Huntsville visiting his damn cousin. So it's like, girl, nah, I ain't got no time. And people got all under my comments. Oh, you very disrespectful. I'm finna unsubscribe. Oh, Black Titanic is a pillar in the black community. I ain't never heard of that bitch until this shit. So she
Oh my
ain't no pillar of
god.
a goddamn thing. It is what it is. She gonna carry her ass to damn the Shady Pines Retirement Village and play canasta with all of the other damn Golden Girls and leave everybody else the hell alone. I ain't got no time for her. After that, I don't want nobody send me nothing else about Love and Marriage Huntsville. If it's not about the review, I don't want to hear it. As long as y'all do that for me, we good. And that's all I gotta say.
The statements of giving you the real T, BKA Terrence ain't got a damn thing to do with Scotty by Nature
Damn
TV,
sure don't,
BKA
because I
Scotty. It
said
has nothing to do with it. I ain't say that. I ain't say
you
none of that
ain't
about
say
that
nothing.
lady. I don't even know that lady. So I ain't say nothing about that lady. But somebody did suggest that I interview her, and I was like,
Don't
I don't
you
want no
do it.
parts. I don't want no
Don't you
parts
do
of
it.
that situation.
That
No.
bitch senile. Don't you have that senile ass lady on your shit, Scotty. You better listen to what I'm telling you.
Oh
She's
my
scamming.
God, Jesus.
She's
Okay,
scamming. You
so
better listen to what I'm telling you.
okay, so here's the thing. With my channel, what I got coming up is just what reviews I got. Love and Marriage Huntsville, the Housewives of Atlanta, but Housewives of Atlanta don't come on Sunday. So
They don't?
they're not coming on Sunday. They coming on they taking a week break, I guess, for the 4th of July. So they're
Oh,
not coming on. Um Basketball Wives and then the Whether You Like It or Not panel, it'll be on Really B's channel next week. And Rosa Review will be on Terrence's channel next week. So that's pretty much all we got going on. Because I'm not reviewing Dubai no more. I'm done. I'm not
all right.
reviewing. I haven't reviewed DC since the first episode, so I'm done.
I'm done.
Um, I don't know. I will be reviewing Bell Collective. I can't wait for that to come back. Oh my
Me either.
god, I
I
can't
can't
wait for that to come back. I can't wait
wait.
for that to come back. They've been saying that this College Hill reboot is actually good. My baby brother watched it after the BT Awards, and he said that it was good. And I'm just not interested in watching it, but I see what they give. But I keep hearing that it's good,
I
so I
see
don't
what
know.
they talking about.
But yeah,
Is it
I don't
worth
know.
me really getting BET plus for? If it's worth me getting BET plus for,
I mean,
I
I was
might.
gonna get BT Plus
I
anyway because I
think
wanted to see all the Queen's men, whatever that show is. Eva is on because they say it's a good show, and I want to see it. So I don't know.
I
And they
think
keep
it
telling
was
me to review
Kim
P Valley.
Pie. I think it was
Kempire.
Kim Pie that I
It probably
watched.
was
That
Kempire because he reviewed it today.
okay, then it was Sam. I think he did episode 1 and 2, and I was like, I might. We'll see. I
Yeah.
listen. As it was some people that wanted me to do P Valley. You guys, when I do scripted shows, it don't get no views, and I don't know why. So that's why I
I
don't bother.
know. I mean, like when I tried to review Queens, y'all didn't watch that review. I tried to review Queens, y'all didn't care. Um, Cause it don't hit the same when I review a scripted show. I don't know why it don't, but it's just because I remember back in the day, I tried to review the haves and have nots. That got boring, so I stopped. I was reviewing Being Mary Jane back in the day. That got boring, and I stopped. Um, I was reviewing Single Ladies. I don't know why I reviewed that terrible mess. It got boring, and I stopped. So I tried to review Queens. I tried to review Empire. I tried to review all that shit, and it just didn't stick to me. But people keep telling me to review P Valley, but I ain't watched P Valley since it came back out.
I watched it, but I just didn't review it because even my P Valley reviews for the first season, I couldn't get over 1,000 views. But all of the reality shit was getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12,000 views. So I just stopped dealing with scripted shows altogether because that must not be my judge.
Like I said, I just stick to the reality stuff and the gossip because
Well, let me ask you this.
that's giving me my money. Yeah.
How do you feel about all of the fever that P Valley is getting because of the recent gay sex scene? I personally feel like people doing way too much.
I haven't. I was actually gonna. I think ain't that's what Lil Duval was talking about. That's what he was talking
Yeah.
about. So I'm actually gonna discuss that. I do think that they doing too much because it's not like that was the only gay sex scene that was there because there were two women munching on each other in the same damn episode and nobody said nothing about that. But they got so much to say about the two men fucking each other. So that's how I feel about it. But I'm gonna keep my comments for my yes for the mess that I will be filming after I'm done with this because I'm gonna talk about that. R. Kelly and TT from Set It Off. I'm gonna be dragging everybody. So
Oh
yeah, that's gonna
yeah.
be a good
R. Kelly
discussion.
got 30 years.
Yeah, so I got to talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that on the Yes for the Mess, and then later on tomorrow night, I'm gonna do a live where the people can call in and get a thoughts and opinions on that. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
gonna be a good one. I can't wait to hear that
You
one.
should have you should have been tuned into the one I did before we did this when we was talking about the man, the baby mama who went off on the dude because he didn't buy all her children something to eat. I did that one
That
before
was
we
his
counted.
responsibility. I mean, it wasn't. He bought food for his kid. If the other kids is hungry, you should have called their daddy like you called me, bitch.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Yes,
God. Well,
y'all don't
look.
want me to talk about that.
But look, y'all, we up out of here. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. For roast review, we'll be right here on Terrence's page. I think Josiah will be back for that episode, and I think that'll be our last roast review for a while. If this is really that finale for the time being, so
They say it
yeah.
is, so
Yeah, I'm happy if it is because we get to
me
have a
too.
break from talking about them. But we out of here. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. And we'll holler at y'all later. And we'll see y'all for the Whether You Like It or Not panel on Really B's
Mhm.
page Tuesday night. So we'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.